So how much money should you be expecting from the Cayo Perico Heist? You'll make between 1 and 1.5 million in about 1 hour and 15 minutes on average. There is a caveat to that time. You need to own the Sparrow and you need to own your own Phantom Wedge if you want to go that fast. Otherwise, yes, it's going to take you longer. How long? Quite a bit. Could be upwards of an hour. But most of that time is going to get shaved off with the Sparrow, and that one costs you 1.8 million. So you can get that in no time. And then you'll be a lot closer to that hour 15 minute mark. Afterwards, there will be a cooldown of 2.5 hours, but you can get around that with a second character if you want, because you share the bank account, so get that other one out, and now you can do 2 at a time. Before you can focus on getting a grind down, you will have to, of course, own the Kasatka, and you will have to go in and complete this for the first time solo, because there's a whole introductory playthrough with cutscenes and all of that to go with it. So after that's out of the way, how does this whole thing work? You're going to have to pay $100,000 to start up this heist. You then have to go steal a smuggler's plane, because you are going to take yourself over to the island under the guise of being a filthy smuggler. And you're going to land at Cayo Perico. Then you're going to go and scope the place out for whatever secondaries you want to steal. After you scope the secondaries, you're going to make your way up to the center tower, where you're going to access an app that lets you see what's in the main vault. So once you've seen what's there, you're now free to leave the island. You'll then have to do a series of setup missions. There's going to be generally 5 of them. 1 is to steal the approach vehicle. 3 are to steal the needed equipment. 1 is to steal your weapons package. You'll then do the finale, which is the actual going to the island again and stealing of the things, finishing in under 15 minutes every time as soon as you get used to it. When you're new to this, it is going to take you longer than an hour and 15 minutes. So what is going to bring down that time so that you can hit the target? First, you're going to be needing to buy the Sparrow. It's $1.8 million, and I think it's worth every penny. It's arguably the best helicopter in the game just because it's so useful, because it's stored in the back of the Kasatka. So you can just get in this, get out, go do your missions. It also has rockets. If you want, you can spam them. So it's great to have. When you call this thing in, it'll appear right next to you. So without the Sparrow, you're going to have to be taking a dinghy, which comes with the Kasatka, to and fro from land in the sub every time you need to go back and forth, and then you're going to have to drive to where you're going for your setup missions, so that's going to take a lot longer. This makes the Sparrow out of a mandatory purchase for doing the KO grind once you get going. Next, you are going to be wanting to buy your own Phantom Wedge semi-truck, because there is an approach vehicle that is called the Longfin, and that's the speedboat. And you're going to be taking that with you almost every time you do this. And to get that, there's a mission where you're going to have to go first scope out the police station, then go and hijack yourself a truck to go and grab this boat and steal it. Well, if you have your own, then that means you can just fly right to it and then land and call in your own Phantom Wedge, pick this thing up, and be on your way. Once you save up for that Sparrow and the Phantom Wedge, now you can guarantee yourself that 1 to 1.5 million for a 1 hour and 15 minute playthrough.